Never easy. Now let's try this. Hi. It's Venophile. One minute. Close friend. We have 4. Because I only did 25 minutes this morning. Because I just trained legs, glutes, and shoulders. So I tried to do cardio immediately after my glute workout, and that proved to be 5 minutes too difficult. And honestly, I probably could have finished all 30 minutes if I really, actually, honestly, there was a part right before my last sprint. Hold on. "45 seconds. Hi, Ruby. Hi, Rachel. Alright, this is a sprint. We have 10 seconds. Let's double the speed. 45-second sprint. And back down. Just 6. Okay, so this morning, train glutes, train shoulders. I'll usually come home and do my journaling, work on my clients, and then my kids wake up and I get them ready for school. When my son naps now is usually when I'll do my first half of cardio. But we're switching things up. So instead of doing the stair mill, I'm going to start doing the bike. So I did the bike this whole weekend. I felt like my legs stayed fuller. Hey, Huncho. I felt like my legs stayed fuller. They didn't look so stringy after the stair mill. I did recumbent bike. I felt like after each cardio session on the bike, my legs were like marshmallows. Just giant, blood-filled marshmallows. And when I get off of here, they feel like noodles. Really skinny, like pad thai. Not much to them. So, ow, that's one. So, this weekend I did all the bike. Really loved how hard I was able to push, how much more room I had to be able to push as far as resistance level, as far as speed, and yet still hit the calorie and challenge burn that I needed. What's that, Thomas? So, for my division in bodybuilding, it is beneficial for me to have a plumped up lower body and an underplumped upper body. So think of an upside down Y, or like this. I always say this all the time, like that. Big legs, big glutes, small waist, smaller upper body. So you're not proportionate. The goal is to not be proportionate. And that's actually how I want to look in regular life anyway. So it works. But the type of cardio that you do will help determine your structure, how your muscle develops, how your muscle is kept. Soccer mom, no. Basketball. And a bodybuilder. So the type of cardio you do, when you start getting more and more in tune and do more and more shows, you'll see how your body responds differently. And I would say for many people that are trying to maintain a bigger lower half, don't do the stepper. It is the stairway to shredded. I do think it's a great tool, and I've loved it always for being able to still do something like this, get a really high calorie burn, and not have to go so fast. It's like a multitask. But, like I said, I get a lot stringier in my legs. They look a lot tinier. So now if you're doing bikini, if you're doing fit model, or your legs are too big for your division, I highly suggest doing the stepper. Or if you're not bodybuilding at all and you want to get lean faster with less, I don't want to say work because it's still fucking hard. It's hard. This is hard. But with less bounce, going slower so you can read a book. You're still going to be aching, but you're not bouncing, right? That's what I love about it. I can multitask, I can read, I can do a live stream, I can play Candy Crush, World Series of Poker, respond to clients, whatever I need to do, I can figure it out. Versus a treadmill, when you're running, super hard to read a book. Yeah, you could listen to a book on tape, but I'm sorry. I get distracted. I'll start looking at things, people, and there goes that whole page that was just read to me. I can watch something sometimes on TV, but I get kind of sidetracked with that too. So this is nice because the time flies. You don't have to go super fast. It's just like walking outside, only uphill the whole time. So you don't have to go super fast. But anyway, side note, for my division, for the shape that I'm looking to build, when you get to that point in your physique that you are not just trying to lose weight, but create a specific shape on your body, you want to look into different ways of burning that fat off or of helping shape and tone. So this is less conducive, I've come to find, for my legs and my division than the bike. So you'll start seeing me left head bonks, probably lower to the ground. We'll be doing stationary recumbent bike, sprints on the bike. I'll show you how to do that. That looks a hell of a lot faster than this sprint we're about to do right here. So 45 seconds of at least double the intensity is what we're considering for this cardio confessional, a sprint. So I was doing level 6. Again, minimum is at least double. I'm at level 14 right now. For 45 seconds every 8 minutes. And that's every 8-minute interval, which means I'm already into my next 8 minutes right now. So for example, we're at 13 minutes. My next sprint will be in 7 minutes. Started at 30, counting down every 8 minutes. So you sprint at 22, 14, and 6 on the clock. So I hit manual. Bring this back up. I hit manual. I don't put in my weight. I don't put in my height. I don't put in my age. What's up, Troy? Because 99.9% of the time, this machine won't be right. It's going to tell you you burned 5 million calories or 2, and it won't even be close. So much goes into metabolism, heart rate, recovery. Each session that I even do of cardio is going to vary slightly because of what my sleep was like last night, when I trained last. Did I just train, or did I train 3 hours ago? Is this my first session of cardio? Is this my second session of cardio? How hard did I push before? What's my food like today? How's my water been? My supplements? My pre-workout? So all those things come into play and will determine what you should exactly be at. So a lot of that is going to come from intuition, feeling your body out, but not residing on an emotion based. That's not the right way to put it. Not finalizing your decision on how hard you should go based off of emotions, okay? But actually feeling how your body's recovered, taking in data, tracking your sleep, tracking your food, tracking your water. If my food was shit yesterday, I can guarantee you my cardio session is going to suffer today. So knowing those things, knowing you're not always going to provide the same level of energy each time, knowing when to push past that because you're just being a BNTCH, or knowing when, okay, I don't have enough resources and ability to recover, I'm going to push my body past a point where it's going to hurt me versus help me, you know? And then 2, if you guys notice, on cardio equipment, you'll have different workout options, right? So you'll have quick start, you'll have manual, I'm reading these ones actually. Fat burner, aerobic training, speed intervals, hills. So, what are the differences? Is it just for pleasure, like what you like to do? Or is there a benefit? And there's a difference for each one. And I always used to think, okay, well, I want to burn fat, because I so I would pick the fat burner, but it wasn't as hard as I thought it would be. And then I'd pick the aerobic training one, and it's like super hard, super hitty, just super challenging, right? And I'm thinking to myself, why isn't aerobic training fat burning? You ever think about that? Why isn't it the same? So, look at a marathon runner and a sprinter. Think of how different their body styles are. Marathon runner, 12-year-old boy. Sprinter, body shape, structure, booty, legs, right? Different cardio produces different results. And it comes out in the tempo, in the speed. That's going to tell your body what fuel source to use. And then mix all that on top of nutrition and resistance training. So, why would you want to go not as hard, like in aerobic training, versus why would you want to go, why wouldn't you want to go as hard as you would in aerobic training and do less intensity in fat burning? Does anybody know? So, we'll act like no one knows. The reason why is because fat burning is just below that aerobic state where the body will want to use muscle for fuel. Okay? So, think of, now it doesn't mean you don't want to go hard. Like I'm going to go hard here at 6 minutes. We're going to do our third sprint, 3 of 4. But it's for a short duration, right? Like a sprinter. They go hard, but for a short duration. And then they bring it back, right, to almost nothing. So think of gas in your car. When do you get the best gas mileage in your car, best fuel usage in your car, versus the worst? Anybody know? The worst is when you're stop, go, stop, go, stop, go, stop, go, stop, go. Your best gas mileage is when you're flying on the freeway, right? Because you're not stop, go, stop, go, stop, go. So, I'm going to go, and then stop. And then go, and then stop. And then go, and then stop. And then go, and then stop. And the benefit of this is it's tricking the body to use fat for fuel, but not going so intense for so long that we start burning muscle for fuel. Okay? So our body will prioritize fat burn because it doesn't think we're going to need high level of intensity for long periods, just short bursts, so it feels safe. We don't need a fuel source that it can tap into for a day, 2 days, maybe 3. Whereas with marathon running or higher intensity, longer duration, the body is reluctant to burn fat. It wants to burn muscle. and fat because it wants to be efficient, it wants to be smart, but it doesn't know you want abs and a butt, so you have to trick it. And that's why the tempo of your cardio, what you use for cardio, and how long you do it, and how often is super critical for what you look like, your shape, your size, your structure, all of that. So, that said, this thing is not happy when I do sprints on it. It's dying. We have one more set of sprints. We have 8 minutes left. A little over 8 minutes. One more sprint in 5 minutes, 30 seconds. Then we'll do a few minutes of a cool down. And then we are done with cardio for the day. Like I said, I'm prioritizing the bike. So I did 30 minutes, well 25 on the bike. Immediately following the leg workout this morning, which was rough. That was hard. Hey, Troy. So, anybody watching, have you done your cardio today? Or is there cardio you should do for what you ate today? Or yesterday? Anyone watch the football games? Anyone go to church? None of my normal people are in here. So, show is in a little over 5 weeks. I am just under 150 pounds. I am 5'7.5", 4 kids. Show in Vegas in December. So we have 6 weeks to get these abs in shape. So a little more of a Buddha belly to go. Well, I stay tad, but we're on track. We don't want to be too lean. I don't know. Don't want to be too big in the upper body either. All lower body. Woo. Okay. So, 3 minutes, 30 seconds to last sprint, and then about 2 minutes of a cool down, and then we're done. MustardMama. Y'all are quiet today. Anyone do Celsius for their workout? Or is it just me? Hey! It's Carly! We're almost done, Carly. How was your weekend? I feel like I've been so out of touch the last few days. Traveling in that seminar, we had like no reception, constantly on the go. It's crazy. I know, I almost did. So, I was gonna drive to the gym to work out and do my last cardio session, because I'm gonna start doing just the bike instead of the stair mill. So I won't be in the garage possibly anymore, unless hubby can bring home a bike. So that means I have to do my first half of cardio on the bike after my workouts early in the morning, and then my second set of cardio I'll do here. Hey, Red. Hopefully with a bike here. But like I said, I was going to go to the gym and do the bike. It adds like an extra half an hour to my to-do list. And I'm already so backed up with stuff to do. Clients are good. I've stayed on clients every day since we've been gone, but more so the accounting, the bills, the back end boring stuff I need to do. So to spend an extra half an hour to an hour in drive time, just there and back, because usually you run into somebody and then you talk. So 30 minutes would really be at least an hour. And then come home and I'll need to figure out the kids. You know, it's like, you get it. Yeah. So I just decided, you know what, fuck it. I'm going to hop on this stepper for maybe one last time. And then from here on out, we'll do the bike. But I was explaining earlier, it's better for my shape because my legs get really small when I do this versus the bike. I get like a lot of blood pump. So I feel like it keeps the shape I need better. So how? Dude, do sprints on the stepper. I thought that too. I thought, oh, that'll build my legs. And it does to a degree. But then because you're on them as opposed to using them. Anyway, theory. We'll see how it plays out on stage. 3, 4, 5, 6, 5 more seconds. 1, 2, 3. Okay. 2 more minutes at level 6. And then we're done for the day. Carly, hi, Bet. Like, when you get down to your goal weight, you probably have some pretty bomb, like, muscle legs. Usually, people that have your shape have, like, crazy good legs. Crazy good. So, plus you already look like you have good legs anyway. But we talk. You know. Okay. 1 minute, 30 seconds. Whew. Man alive. So I don't like the bike. People pay for this shape, but yes. See? Your shape is what I'm looking to build. I need that booty. Booty and legs. Whew. Mine, I'm like naturally bigger in the lower body, but not big enough. I need more shape. If you want, you can ship it to me. Just put it in a box. Alright guys, 30 seconds. And then we're done. And then I get to go eat my ahi and spinach. Hey, FWB. We came in just on the tail end. 20 seconds to go. But we're back in town. So, back to regular scheduling programming. Cardio confessionals. Gym tutorials. And live streams. You did it. Good job, guys. Good job. Everybody, go like this. I know that was hard for you like it was for me. Okay, so tomorrow You'll probably see me on the bike. Is anyone awake early? Because if you are, I'll go live when I do cardio at 4. But we'll be in the gym, so it might be hard to hear. That's when I'm going to be doing my first session on the bike. You can see how fast I go on the bike. Yeah, Carly, I was wondering the same thing. You keep going back and forth. Dude, YouTube is weird. YouTube is weird. I love you, Carly. Aww. Carly's my Niagara Falls best friend. So I have a special mug in her name, in her honor. So anyway, that sounds like I'm a creeper. All right, guys. So we will go live tomorrow. If you're up early, check and see if I went live, because I might be doing, but I won't be able to exercise with you. Yeah, just do jumping jacks. If you're not in a gym, do jumping jacks. Dude, you guys are going to think I'm not eating at all, because you're going to see my face get really sucked in the closer I get to the show. I'm gonna look like this. But like, you can already see it here. You'll start to see like the muscle that goes across here. You'll see that line constantly. It's not a healthy look. Right before a show, you look like death. It doesn't look good. But you'll see me. I'll just be all teeth and hair. So, okay, good. Then tomorrow, put on your notifications, because I will do the live at the gym. We have legs that I'm going to do. Maybe I'll go live for that too if you guys are up. And then for sure, 4 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, cardio on the bike. Okay, we have our first session at 30. Red's going to get up and get on her bike, I heard, and she's going to actually go around her neighborhood and mimic my sprints. Right, Red? I heard. But Birdie told me that's what you're going to do. Just kidding. All right. So join me tomorrow. In fact, and if you can, get on some sort of like elliptical or Stairmaster, or if you don't have a cardio machine, get a jump rope. Like, do jump rope when I sprint. Do jumping jacks. That's perfect. Hopefully you're not on a second floor with somebody beneath you. Your head keeps getting bigger. Carly, are you doing things that you don't want to do? Remember our live stream about that? Or when you do things that you don't want to do, your brain actually gets bigger. So we do need a sit down live. I totally agree. I need to do that this week for sure. The internet was making me so pissed off. I literally didn't want to go back and try it again. I felt so defeated after getting a whole new router, after upgrading the internet. I really felt defeated, and I was throwing a tantrum. I was throwing a tantrum like, fuck it, I'm not, like every time it meant trying it again, I didn't want to. And then when I'm here, I feel like it's so unprofessional because I don't have like all my stuff. So then it was just one excuse after another, after another, after another. But we do need a sit down live. I totally agree. I am on board. So regular bike. Yeah. Hey, Carly, get on your bike in the morning. But you're probably taking care of the kiddos. But maybe throw them on the bike too. Family ride. Yeah. So we do need a sit down live for sure. What day works for everyone here? Maybe we do like, I can't do Wednesday. Maybe we do Thursday. Let's do Thursday. A sit down live Thursday. Friday is going to be crazy busy. I'm driving down to tan a client for her first show. And then I drive back down Saturday to tan her again, and then go backstage with her, pump her up, get her on stage, do all that fun stuff. But this is her first show, Julia's first show. So we'll be doing that in Redondo this weekend. But Thursday, let's plan for a sit down live. Tomorrow, let's plan for cardio confessionals and lots more smiles, guys, with teeth and hair, and that's all I'll be soon, and skin. So get your cardio machine ready, like, subscribe, and share. And we'll be back tomorrow, 4 a.m. PST. See you then.